Let me hit that again, man. Make sure
One more time, man.
Make sure y'all heard it, man. Come on, man.
Drop a bomb.
Come on, man. Make sure y'all heard it, man. It's Free Gems Network back in there again.
Come on, man.
The biggest. Come on, man.
Gym Steppers.
Big Gym Steppers.
As you can hear, as you can see, it's your boy, Sir Evangeline Joseph, the bully, Mr. 10 Feet, EJ. That's all I got for y'all.
And it's your boy Wayne Willmatic Beats. The one that done you. Mr. Free Coast, 1/3 of Free Gems Network, man.
The best network.
But like we always say, dog.
It ain't never about us.
It ain't about us, man, because we got a real big gym in the
A huge one.
Come on, man.
Big stepper in the community.
Big stepper, dog.
Big gym in the community.
You want to talk about entrepreneur?
You want to talk about training?
Come on, dog.
You want to talk about gym owner?
Come on, man.
Like, come on, man. This what haven't this man done?
You want to talk about real life inspirer?
Real life motivator? I'm talking about he done got so many people in shape.
Look, I told him off air, I said once I went to the website and saw all those people that I knew it had to have been something real. It had to be something special going on over here.
Man, it is something special, man. And the energy in this place is phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
But we got Stephen McDaniel.
Come on, dog. Stephen McDaniel, you gonna clap it up for him.
McDaniel's Fitness.
Come on, man.
I appreciate y'all for real, man. I appreciate the love. Thank y'all for choosing me to be on you guys' podcast. And I just appreciate the love for real.
Hey, man, we appreciate you for letting us do this because you are a busy man.
Yeah.
How we like to start off the show is, where are you from?
I'm from Columbus, Georgia. I was born in Columbus, Georgia, but I was raised in Seal, Alabama.
Okay.
So when most people meet me, they see how country I am or I talk. But it's because I was raised out there in Seal, Alabama. And I went to school in Russell County High School. That's where I graduated from.
Okay, so Alabama is home.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah,
Okay.
He said, yeah. Not 706.
No, don't get it twisted. It's all family at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah,
man.
for sure.
Shit, it's right next door. It's like niggas is cousins.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
How were you raised?
As far as
Just up in how did you come up?
I came up. Really, my mom. She kind of raised us by herself majority of the time.
You got siblings?
Yeah, I got 4 brothers. We're on my mom's side, 4 brothers. We grew up in the same house. I'm the oldest of them all. Our grandma was actually and grandfather was down the street, so we could walk to their house if we wanted to see them. So that was pretty cool. But that's pretty much it.
Pretty much. So you were the man of the house.
Pretty much. Most of the time, I tried to be, but like I said, it was some in and out. Some guys in and out. I didn't want to put too much of that out there.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Hold it down. Hold it down. It's about you, brother. It's about you.
But I was trying to be the best role model I could be growing up. Looking back on it, it's some things you wish you would have did better coming from the oldest sibling.
Yeah.
But you live and you get older and you look bad. You can't change that. But you just try to do the best going forward for your siblings now. So.
Looking back at that though, like just having to take on that role of role model, right? How were you able to apply the things that you had to know and figure out back then to where you are now?
Rephrase that for me.
Like, as far as everything that you had to take on as being that role model, right? You're the oldest of the family, right? What are some things that you had to learn and figure out back then to kind of bring everybody along, keep everybody, where they need to be that you can apply to right now?
To be honest with you, back then, I was so much in the my head space.
Right.
It wasn't really figuring out nothing. It just was going with the flow.
Yeah.
And just
Been doing kids
stuff. And like, looking back as an adult now to the place I've grown to be now, it's like, oh, wow. It's so much I just would have did different. Like, I don't know how to explain it besides, let's see, it's different things I probably would have told my brother growing up. I probably wouldn't even picked on him that much, to be honest with you. It's just so much I just would have did different.
Yeah.
I was just being a kid.
Yeah.
Without knowing this.
You just don't know no better.
Yeah.
So let's get into the fitness aspect. Was there any like sports that you did growing up?
I played Little League football, played a little bit in middle school, but then when I got to high school, I'm talking about everybody just blew up on me, and I was so small. I was like, yeah. So I got in track. I got real good in track.
So you was that man in track.
I was that man in track, and then I ran long distance pretty well too. But I love running track.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you did. So what was all the stuff that you was doing in track?
I ran the 400 meter, the 4x4 meter, the 800, and the 4x8.
Hey,
But I got
put me in.
yeah, I can always sprint pretty fast, but like the mid distance was kind of my thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man, that you say that. Like, just knowing that where you come from and how you had to find your way in another sport. What was that like? Just knowing, like, okay, maybe I had to kind of reroute myself. I was doing the football thing, and that was cool, but now I have to kind of shift focus.
It's kind of funny because when I got to high school, it's this guy named Garnett Elias. He kind of took me under his wing, really, and he got me into track and like this thing called cross country where you run like miles and stuff. He got me into it. So back in high school, it's like, you in high school, you just trying to fit in. So I just got completely under his wing and took off from there with all that stuff. But he was like, I look at him as like a big brother, really, for me. He kind of got me through high school, really. So they helped me out. Like I said, back then, it was just more so trying to fit in. I wasn't the guy I am today. But looking back on, I wish you could do so much things different, but you can't. You just got to look at where you are right now and just try to do better going forward for the people around you and the people in your life and stuff.
When you were running track, what are some of those things, or like some of the aspects of track that you put into your business today?
I must say a little bit of my competitiveness. I'm not as competitive as I used to be, honestly, because in being competitive as an adult, people kind of, they take it and they run with it and they don't handle it the right way. So I'm very competitive, but I had to take that back a notch because I don't want this to be a competitive thing, because for me, it's too many lives on the line right now as far as what I do with my coaching. A lot of people fighting silent battles, mental battles and stuff, so I don't like to look at this as a competitiveness thing, because it's about life-changing things. Like if McDaniel Fitness ain't the right place for you, I want you to go and find somewhere where you can grow in all aspects, not just physically. So it's a real, I don't know, I push positivity.
And you let people run their own race.
Yeah, in a sense. And now if you want it bad, I can get you there bad. I can get there with you. But I try to figure people out, see where they meet them, where they at for the most part. Of course, I lead the way, push the narrative, because at the end of the day, I'm going to push positivity. I'm going to push a better way of thinking. I'm going to push doing the inner work so you in a better headspace to get through whatever you're trying to get through in life.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's heavy, dog. Like, to think about it, just from the outside looking in as a trainer, right? To carry on other people's, like, battles like that.
Yeah.
Like, when did you get to that point? Was that always how you thought when it came to training people?
Over time as a coach, if you make sure you're doing the work, you're gonna grow internally. Was that always a thing? No, it's just working out, wanting to get people in shape. Thought it was pretty cool.
Right.
Over time, as you do the inner work, as you deal with so many personalities and stuff, you gotta force yourself to grow. Because if you're not growing internally, your business is gonna reflect a little bit, honestly, like, because you're only gonna go so far if you're not doing that work to be able to reach different personalities and help them break different barriers and stuff like that. I'm still not able to reach everyone. It's a work in progress because it's some people still unsatisfied, and that's okay, and they're still trying to go find to see. But I always take on full responsibility of that because, hey, I just haven't grown on the level to be able to help them break that barrier, and I try to own everything.
Yeah.
Somebody wasn't satisfied with my work, or anything, I take whatever responsibility I can take from it and just try to grow it there. Like, yeah, it takes two. I'm sure they got different things going on, but I like to take responsibility where I can, so I can grow from it. And I push that for everybody to do, like, everybody. I think it helps a lot.
So how long did it take you to realize that you needed to have accountability within yourself?
Really, everything popped off when my son was born. When he was born back in 2017, like, everything kind of changed for me. It changed for me. Whenever my son was born, like, it was like a light bulb clicked clicked on. It was like, I need to start just moving different. I started moving different from that point. It still took time because you grow every day.
Right.
So personally, I am today. I could be on a different level 2 months from now because I choose to grow every single day. Whether it looks like I'm growing or not, that's what I'm choosing. That's what I'm fighting for, and that's what I push for everyone around me.
I feel like, you know, like you said that whether it looks like you doing it or not, you know, to be honest, it doesn't really matter what everybody else thinks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you feel this way and you know that, you know, you're doing this, you taking the steps to make sure that you're good and make sure that you elevating every day, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They really can, you know, hide up under a rock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that point's, yeah, you're right, irrelevant.
You know, and it's the relationship that you building, man. Like, it. You know, I'm just harp back to that picture I saw, man, on the website. It looks like people are genuinely happy to be here, and I feel like that's hard to find. Like, I don't know what these other companies are doing, these other gyms are out here doing, and if people are happy, you know, I think people are happy to be working out. You know what I'm saying? If that's their thing, but happy to be in a building, they look happy to be there.
Yeah,
and that's a reflection of you, man. So I just want to, you know, give you your jury early, man, and just let you know.
I appreciate it. One thing I do that kind of helps me be held accountable, I don't really do contracts here. Everyone that's here, they here because they want to be here. They pay month to month, and usually I have a good retention rate. Yeah, on the business side of things, it may be kind of scary, but I like being held to a certain thing. I like to be held accountable too, and that right there, no contract thing, it made me come to work every day putting my best foot forward. Every day I ain't able to get 100% because we humans, but I'm not gonna try to dip so low under 50% of myself and then just giving them piss poor quality because I'm not. So I think that helps me out a lot, and then I don't know, I attract good coaches too. I give all my coaches credit because they come in and they really want what's best for people. They got different personalities, but at the end of the day, they always want what's best for people. They always trying to do their business. Yes, they fight their battles and stuff too. And when they do, I try to look out for them. I'll say, hey, I got it if they need to take a little off day or whatever. Just because I understand if your mental state ain't in it, it's hard to give yourself to people and stuff like that. Because as a coach, you giving yourself away, and that's why you got to do that inner work. Because you'll get to giving yourself away, and then you go home, you miserable.
Drop a bomb. Stop playing, man. This man dropping gems. Niggas need to listen.
Seriously, that's with anything though. Like anybody, like you giving yourself away, you gotta make sure you're doing that inner work. Because if you're not, you're gonna pay the price. That's just that.
Shout your coaches out who's all a part of the team.
So we got Coach Ariel. She been with me a while. Then we got Coach Robert. We got Coach Dom. Then we just brought on this another coach, Coach Christian. They all just great people, man. Great people, and they help with the energy, because at the end of the day, it's about creating a great environment where everybody can grow in, and if somebody come in, maybe they're not on the level we can help bring them on the level versus judging them. Meet people where they at. Remember, you was somewhere at one point in your life, so many people quit to judge, man, and it's just, you can't be like that because you can't help nobody like that.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. So. I want to take it back. I want to take it back to when you first started training and what made you want to start training.
Okay. I first started training I got back from Afghanistan.
So you was in the military? Yeah,
I used to be in the military. I did 8 years in the military, then I got out.
Okay, man, look. I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you. Eight years.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got out, what year I got out? 2017, I believe. Yeah, 2017 I got out. I don't remember the date, but 2017 I got out, and then I started working out over there. So I gained some weight and stuff, and I was like, it's pretty cool. I got back, people started asking me about it, and then I guess I started training, but I was doing it little or nothing, just getting into it. Then, hold on, I think I'm getting my dates mixed up. I got back from Afghanistan in 2013. That's when I started. I got out the military in 2017.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I started in 2013 with the training and stuff. But yeah, it's just because of Afghanistan, I got into it, started working out. People started asking me how you do this, and it started there and grew from there.
So like, did you look at it as like a How did you look at it back then? Did you look at it as this is another form of income that I can bring in, or
it wasn't about the income at all? Actually, I like doing it, so I just was doing it. It wasn't about the income at all. I wasn't really making much money on it at all. I just was kind of doing it. Over time, different people started asking me, so then I got certified a little on later after that.
And how do you get for those out there in the listeners? How do you get your certification?
There's so many different ways to get certified. You can literally go online. They have you go through a whole lot of tests through ISSA, and you can get certified from there. But to be honest with you, the certification is not gonna just get you there. You gotta put in work with people, and get transformation and learn how to deal with so many different personalities and stuff like that, and then find out what you want to attract and then be that person. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not that person, you're not going to attract them type of people, and you're not going to push that narrative. Otherwise, you'll start taking on any kind of clientele, and it'll make you, get the wrong clientele in, it'll make you want to quit coaching. Because it just matters. Your clientele matter.
Have you ever been there?
I've been there. When I had certain clientele, and it made me think, what am I doing? Because they make you'll run into a situation where people make you feel like you're not worthy, like you're not, that's where the inner work comes in. Because if you're not doing your inner work, you'll run into a person or energy, I'm not going to say it's a person, or energy that they going through stuff, and they'll project that mess on you, and now you like, oh my God, let me go get a job, because I don't want to do this no more. Right. Like, for real, like, it takes inner work, and I think that's what a lot of coaches kind of miss. When they're doing it, they'll find themselves going into it where it's hard for them to keep or retain clients, because they're forgetting to do the inner work to keep building in the inside. So then that way you got a full cup and you giving them your overflow. Cause I done been.
Come on, dog. It's different when you talking like that. When you talking,
and not only just talking, but you've experienced.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's completely different to just be talking and actually experiencing what you done been through. Yeah. Because people can tell. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like,
it ain't hard to tell.
Ooh. Because at the end of the day, if you ain't experienced nothing, you just another mouthpiece. Yeah. And it just sound good.
Yeah, I done been through the ups and downs of this thing, man. It can get ugly, and nobody know it got ugly but you, because you'll feel it. You'll feel it. You be like, what in the world? And then you got to find a way to navigate through that. And everything starts with the inner work. Whether you're a coach, but especially if you're a coach, like, if you're a preacher, I imagine preachers go through it a lot, because they got to do a lot of inner work. Because I imagine preachers get it real hard too. It takes a lot of inner work, especially because you're dealing with lives, man, and you don't want to mishandle people's life. But sometimes stuff is out of your control. Yeah. Because we're not, I guess, psychologists or nothing like that. But we kind of take on that role a little bit. So you really got to do a lot of work.
Yeah, you become that soundboard for a lot of clients. I can imagine, like, we out here, we get into it, but between those breaks, those little intermissions, they can be letting you in on everything that's going on in their life. Yeah. And you gotta wear that a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta wear it, and for them to get in, you gotta put your guard down a little bit. So now you done let them in your space a little bit. So you gotta really be prayed up for one, and doing the inner work, consistently doing it, so you can be able to handle that stuff.
When they're doing that though, how do you release that? Because you can't take that home, right? Because you have a family, you can't take that home. So how do you release that?
It's an ongoing learning thing, man. People talk about it all the time. I don't listen to music when I'm driving. I just be sitting inside driving in my thoughts, thinking, feeling everything, process. Sometimes before I go in the house, I'll sit in the car a long time, just thinking, getting all the word, all my posting out stuff, and then trying to leave it at that. But sometimes it'll be cold in the house with you still working for real. You got people asking you questions and stuff, but it's an ongoing thing, and it's the biggest thing is learning how to, let me see how to say this, not letting other people kind of stuff they got going on wear on you so bad, where it's you thinking about it, you in deep thought so bad about it, it's affecting you. You can't even talk to your kid because you worrying about it. There's so many people going through so many hard stuff that you gotta get to a point where you can know all these things, or not let it affect you so much where you can't even, I can't even enjoy my son because I'm worried about how do I fix this problem. Sometimes you just got to hear that stuff, give them how you go to fix, because how I fix problems now at this stage of my life, so much, the little stuff don't get to me. So it's like when people tell me a big problem, I'm like, okay, what can we take from this? How can we grow from this? And I leave them with that, and to me knowing that if they really find the lesson of whatever they're going through, they're gonna be okay. They're gonna get through it, and I live in that, knowing that they're gonna be okay. They're gonna get through despite whatever they tell me. Because you hear a lot of stuff when you're coaching, man. It's crazy what you hear, and you just gotta live in that.
Yeah, man.
So you deal with everybody. You know, you working with everybody, you training everybody. How does Steven, you know, how do you release? What's your outlet? What do you do? Or what do you like to do?
Me, sometimes.
When you not working?
When I'm not working, okay.
He's like, it's never a time.
It's never a time, but you gotta have a escape. Sometimes when I work out, that can be my escape, but that's not my only escape. I gotta do stuff to take my mind off of everything. It may sound crazy, but I would turn on the TV. Wait a minute, turn on a TV series, watching a movie or something. My mind ain't thinking about nothing, because if you gotta take your mind off of everything. Mm-hmm. So watching a movie can help me. Working out, sometimes that helps, sometimes it don't. Because sometimes I can be thinking about this stuff and it'll mess up my whole workout. I'm trying to, and I got this stuff on my mind. So lately I've been dealing with that. But as simple as watching a movie, man, just to clear my mind, take my mind completely off of all of it.
Do you have a go-to movie? Or what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie got to be 300.
Oh, 300. Oh, that movie's so
I love
crazy.
Action. I love action. But now I ain't got no, that's my favorite movie. But I'll just keep watching different things if I ain't watched it yet. I like Western movies too. That'd be cool.
Okay. You like scary stuff?
Not really.
Oh.
I'll watch it, but it ain't really something I gotta watch.
Yeah.
What is it about? Look, I'm just interested now. What is it about 300, man, that makes it?
I really like action.
Look, I love 300.
That movie.
I like
crazy.
300 too.
It's shot insane.
Yeah.
And that's what I think I enjoy so much about the cinematic aspect of it. Like, I haven't seen the movie shot like it in a long time.
Nah,
actually.
not that.
Yeah.
The slow-mo, all of it. Like, it's crazy.
They did that thing with that movie. Like, I action from that. I like Marvel movies too, but 300 definitely took it for me.
That's your shit.
Yeah, I like the leader, how he sacrificed, he ended up dying at the end, and I don't know, but I like it. I like it.
Right. As far as do you look at the competition and what's going on, and do you take anything from what you see they may be doing marketing wise in order to get people in? Do you take anything from that?
I try to learn from everybody because I don't really have a mentor with this. So this is December made my first full year of full time doing it. So
congratulations, brother.
Dog.
Thank you.
Come on, dog. First full year under the belt.
Come on, man. Stop playing, man.
Many more on the way.
For sure. But I try to learn from everyone, and so the first year it was a lot of ups and downs in it, but it was a lot of learning that I took from it. So I'm completely happy with how the first year went and excited about the second year. But yeah, I definitely learn. I look and feel what's going on. But the biggest thing is, man, just making sure that my people that are under me now I'm doing the best I can to make sure that they're happy, that they're getting the results, and live in that and try to do the best I can with that. As long as I'm happy mentally, that's my only thing. Me being happy is important because that's the way I'm going to be my best for my members. So it all starts with me focusing on making sure that I'm happy. And if I'm happy, I can make everyone else around me get some of that.
Yeah.
But I'm walking around here not doing my inner work, I'm not happy, it's going to affect everything that I'm trying to do on the business side.
Will had said something earlier. He said that he wanted to give you your jewelry. Mm-hmm. So I know you're probably familiar with the saying, giving flowers. But here at Free Gems Network, we give jewelry. We don't give flowers. Mm-hmm. And one thing that I want to give your jewelry on is the fact, obviously you do marketing yourself. You know what I'm saying? But to get on social media just as like a spectator every day, and you have people that take pictures right after their workouts every day. Like, I feel like this color scheme this is Stephen Blue Black. Like this,
it's synonymous with you.
It's synonymous with you.
Yeah.
Like when they take those pictures, I already know where they are at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's like, to me, that's kind of like genius. Not only is it genius, it's a complete reflection of you. Mm-hmm. Because, people, you done been to these gyms. People work out every day, and they don't have to take no picture.
They don't.
No.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? But that sense of accomplishment
and pride.
And the pride in their gym.
Yeah. It feel good, man. It feel good, but at the same time, man, like I said, it's a lot of ups and downs. That feels good, but then that's when you got to really do the inner work, because something could happen, then you lose a client. A lot of coaches don't talk about when they lose a client and they see them somewhere
Talk
else.
about it.
It takes a lot of inner work for that, especially when you're doing everything you can, but that's when you got to go back and say, hey, what's up? Hold on.
Rolling 1, 2. So, another thing that I would like to talk about or have a question about is, you was in Herbalife. You was like real big in Herbalife, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did that go? How did that even start? Go get them shakes.
That started when I got introduced to it. I can't remember who introduced me to it, but I started trying them and stuff, and I just really liked them. It didn't upset my stomach or anything. I still take it to this day and sell it to this day. But it just started with somebody introduced to me, and I just really liked it, and it was a good product. So it was honestly as simple as that. It wasn't nothing crazy with that.
Were you going to the classes back then when they had the building over there off of Milton? Were you doing that?
Off of Milton.
Yeah, we had a building that was real big with the Herbalife. I believe it might have been called that. I don't even know, but they was doing the classes.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
and they had the shakes, any kind of flavor that you wanted.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't there. When was that? How long ago was that?
That might have been 2014.
Oh, nah.
They probably left around 17, maybe.
Oh no, I ain't even know about Herbalife then.
Yeah.
So when you
Shoot, man. You said you weren't even around. I mean, you weren't even thinking about Herbalife back then, man. But yeah, man, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Hell, I was going.
Oh yeah.
I was going, man. Yeah, I was on the Herbalife train for a little minute.
Yeah,
I was trying to get my fitness on.
Yeah, it's just protein.
Yeah.
It's different vitamins and stuff. It's good stuff.
when it comes to like selling product, how do you market that? Like something that may not be yours. Because it's kind of like it's kind of like network marketing, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, with me, I don't really market it too much anymore. I do have it.
Or when you were doing it, like, was that like a big thing for you?
Oh yeah. It's a good business. You make a lot of money off of it and stuff, especially if you're pushing it and marketing and stuff like that. But I ain't really. I just kind of went, because all my energy went into the coaching and training and stuff. So that took a back seat for real for me. But like, it just telling people what you take and market. I don't know.
When you think about it, do you feel like you're in a position to where you want to have your own protein shake?
Nah.
Or anything like that? Not at any point?
Not even no pre-workout, no nothing?
Nope. The reason I say that, because being a CEO comes with more stuff than just being a coach.
Yeah.
Being a coach, I love being a coach. Doing the CEO duties, that ain't my forte. I do not like every responsibility that comes with being a CEO. I do not, but taking on the making my own protein, that just put me as a CEO with
a little bit too much.
With more things on your plate.
More things on your plate, and it just
How is it living in your purpose, bro?
I love that. That what keeps me going. That what keeps me doing what I'm doing, because all the time it's not easy. Like I said, because in being a CEO, it's different responsibilities on the back end that you have to put up and do with. That's totally outside of coaching. Sometimes it is in coaching, because you're the CEO. Every good thing I get credit for, but every bad thing you're gonna get credit for as well. So you gotta own that. If you're a good CEO, you gotta own it. Yeah, it's your fault. It's like me. I like to take responsibility. It's my fault that happened, but it took a lot of inner work to be able to handle being a CEO, because you gotta get to a point where some stuff just don't get to you, because it's gonna come. You're gonna get the good reviews. You're gonna get the bad reviews.
Yeah.
And you gotta eat it. You gotta take both sides of it. So yeah, I wouldn't want to sell my own protein. Like even selling my own gear, that's something I'm gonna start back doing. But that's a journey within itself, and another hat you gotta wear. Yeah. And you gotta see the reason I wouldn't take on that because I know my mental health, and I know taking on too many roles like that, my mental health.
You know yourself.
I know myself. I know myself. What I'm doing right now, my mental health can handle that right now. If I get to a point my mental health can handle taking on more stuff, or I just get a bigger team, you cannot do this by myself. McDaniel Fitness was not made by myself. I had a lot of help when it comes to maybe just encouraging words or people helping me with that, or different coaches coming in, bringing in their energy, their thoughts, their just everything. I had help doing this. So if I get a bigger team that can help me manage that side of it, I'll do it. But it just take me finding them people to come in. You got to find your people, attract your people. So I try to attract more than I do finding. I try to attract, be the person that I kind of need to be to attract. So I'm real big on attracting. Like even when it comes to my clients, I'm not too much finna reach out to people how a lot of people reach out and stuff. Like I like to attract. Like
law of attraction.
Law of attraction. That's my way I like to go about it.
You always been like that?
For the most part, I just like to do, put out, be good to people, and hope that comes back to me. Well, I ain't no hope. It usually does. Yeah, that's why I like to try. Even if I have crazy thoughts, and I say, "Why you thinking like that?" Start thinking like that because what you think, that's kind of. I like to think happy, think good, think positive, regardless of what's going on around me, and it keeps me good, and it keeps me attracting good. It keeps me pushing the narrative what I want over my business. And I love that. I love that for me. I love the place that I am mentally right now. Now this year been up and I ain't always been in this place, but I've been trying my best to stay at this place as long as I can. And if something come through, feel your emotions, process it, get out of it. Some people take too long. They sit in them emotions too long when they need to get up out of it. Go ahead and feel it, process it. That's when you need to work on your systems. Like, what are you doing to work on your system to process your emotions? Because some people don't have no kind of system. They just stuck into the world. Something come along and make them feel good. No, you don't need to play with your mental health like that. Have a system when something happens. These are the steps I'm going to take to get back good. When I'm in the right place mentally where I can function and check off my goals and get this accomplished and making sure I'm being my best self for my kids, for the people around me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not a therapist, brother?
No.
Look, you got some type of psychology degree somewhere.
There's a whole lot of trial and error, man. I've been through the ups and downs. Because when I was younger, man, I was angry. People don't believe me, but I used to like being all kind of mess when I was younger, like fights and everything.
You?
Yeah. Like I used to be in all that mess. So when I come and I see an angry person or somebody living in anger, always mad at something, I understand that because that used to be me. And it just, if you don't hone in and get out of that and do the inner work, it gonna continue to tell you, because it's you the reason you mad. It ain't nobody else, it is you. I don't care what somebody did to you, you choosing to be angry. Right. It's you. So, but you can't tell them it's you. I gotta find my ways to kind of go around. Some people I could be straight with, some people you can't. That's when it take a lot of praying and stuff like that, because I was straight to the wrong person. Some people sometimes, they took it the wrong, but they got hit so bad, you the worst person on the planet because you thought like this, but that trial and error, I can't let that get to me. Okay, I'll try something different next time.
As a coach, how important is verbiage?
As far as like what I'm gonna say, or it's very important, man. Very important. That when it comes back, like, cause sometimes you'll get something in the midst, you coaching, you'll get hit with something, you'll be like, what in the world? And it'll kind of throw your energy off, but you gotta stay in coach mode regardless. But that take inner word too. Like, that's when nothing can really it gotta hit you, bounce off, or you gotta get to a point where you can control your room. And that's why I feel like makes me a great coach, because regardless of what's going on, what energy in there, I know how to get it on the right type of time that I want to be on, which is, hey, I just want it to be positive. I just want you to be able to uplift the person that's next to you. That's it. I want you to be in a great headspace where if this person doing this, it don't bother you, because you so elevated, nothing can really bother you. Yeah, that's the type of time that I push, and I'm real good at pushing that narrative, because I'm real good at filling the room out. But I can feel the room where it don't fit me, because you got to put your guard down to feel the room. Sometimes you can feel the room, it's so off, it affects you, and you can't coach to your highest performance.
Right.
I'm able to feel the room, see what it need, give it what it need, put it on the type of time that I want it to be on. That's when you really. That's why I love group training, because I didn't got so good at it over the years and stuff like that. But
I feel like that's when I think of group training, I think of you. Like, talk about it. Like, how was it going from, you training individually and getting results from them to, now you got groups, because you at times before McDaniel's Fitness, or I don't know if you still go to like Planet Fitness and train with other people.
Time to time in there.
You have groups with you then, and then you have classes. So like, how did that come about?
Well, I actually was reached out by someone. Well, it started, I was getting kicked out of gyms because you ain't really supposed to be training in there if you're not there trainers and stuff. So I got tired of that. I was reached out by a couple of people that brought me in where I could just do group trainings and stuff in there. By another gym, one of them was Carlos Moffitt reached out to me. Then a guy named Vincent Hunter reached out to me. And I kind of started like that, and then I learned a lot from both of those guys.
That was at Hybrid
Fitness. That was Vincent Hunter, and then Carlos Moffitt was what was the name of his gym? Body by Design. Yeah, Body by Design. And then I learned a lot from took a lot from them, like seeing how they move, how they can get a crowd under control and stuff like that. And I took that and made it my own kind of way and stuff, and did it my own kind of way. So I learned a lot from them guys as well. So I give them props, Body Evolution, Carlos Moffitt, and then Vincent Hunter with Hybrid Fitness. So I'm gonna say old heads, but I learned a lot from a lot. Still learning by just watching and seeing how that stuff go and stuff like that. But
with you being so in tune with like your inner work, right? The inner work and your inner self, how do you go about choosing the music that your clients listen to when they're training? Because music gives off a certain energy.
Yeah, being that I don't listen to music, I really don't care. Like whatever they want to listen to, I listen to. I ain't staying there. As long as it got a beat, I'm still controlling the room. Like if something off, I cut the music off. Say, a little bitch playing around, messing with them and stuff. But
you one of them type people that run on the treadmill with no music, don't you?
I can do that.
Bro, you are insane.
I can do that.
Person
can't do it.
This man, you on some David Goggins type shit.
Which is crazy because in the military, it's not like, a lot of times you might not have any headphones. So it's like, you get used to doing it, but it's like, now, man, ain't no way in the world I'm going to run on no treadmill with no music.
Yeah, but lately, though, I'm thinking about, I was talking to one of my coaches, I think Coach Robert, about this the other day. I'm thinking about getting into music when I'm working out in like the gyms and stuff, because it just, when a lot of people come up and talk to me sometimes, because I already have thoughts in my head thinking about different things so much, that when somebody it kind of interfering with my workouts now. So I'll probably get into music though, probably just for I can really hone in, focus and stuff. So
what would be some things on your playlist if you had to think about it?
I don't know, man. Like I like motivational stuff. Like as far as messaging and stuff, I might just roll with that, start doing that. Honestly. But if I'm actually coaching,
that might have you run through a wall. Boy, listen to some ET, ET while you working out. Well, I might run through a wall, boy.
I like ET. One of my favorite ones is Jim Ron though. Like he's pretty cool. I like the way he break down stuff. He kind of old school with it, but I like Jim Ron. But
I don't think I ever heard of Jim Ron, and I know a few.
Listen to him. The way he try to break down stuff is different from a lot of others, but I like all of them got their different way. Like Les Brown got his way about breaking down stuff.
Yep.
They all say the same things, but they break it down differently. So you might hear one person say it, but another person say it in a different way. You receive it a different way. You're like, oh, you didn't even think of it like that. Because really, they all saying the same thing. They just breaking it down their way, which is good. Because sometimes they might say all the same thing. You learned it 4 different ways, different kind of ways. So it's like, it's pretty cool.
Things hit you different too.
Yeah.
Because like, it's been times where, you hear something 3 years ago, it may not register to you until now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the verbiage that you were just speaking about.
Sure.
Right. So you have your training classes. That's going. When did you realize that it was time to, one, go full time? Because you had a job at one point as well, right? One, become a full-time entrepreneur, and then get your own gym. And what was that process like?
I just felt like it was full time for me. When I felt like it could really support my lifestyle. It truthfully can it fully support my whole lifestyle before I had a job, because I had one of the best paying jobs that I personally had in my life. So I was like, I'm really finna do this when I finally get one of the best paying jobs I ever had in my life. But I went ahead and did it. My lifestyle, I still had to cut back a lot from what I was doing and stuff like that. But like, when you living in your purpose and you still able to eat, roof over your head, you okay with that. You would just have faith that you can build it into what you want it to be in time. And I'm okay with it. Like I said, I'm in complete happiness. I'm not making the financial money I used to make when I had a job, but I'm walking in my purpose. I'm attracting my people, working on building my ultimate goal, which is to eventually have every McDaniel Fitness. If you're a McDaniel Fitness member, you've been with me about 2 years, you got one of the best bodies around, you feel good, you got one of the best mental states around. That's my overall goal, something I'm looking to try to do. And that takes time in itself. So I'm just enjoying the journey, man, learning. And living the day, taking it day by day for real.
What was that process like in the gym?
Getting in the gym, it was a long journey. Well, I had started. I was actually across the street right here at this other. It was like a party place, event center. I was out in there until this place got finished. That was a long journey getting that done. It was fun though. It was fun. I had to get the walls, put up the paint, get all the equipment. Still buying. It's like I'm always buying equipment, reinvesting in the gym and stuff. But over time, I feel like it'll finally, I don't even know if I'll ever be finished building, because once I finally get this up and going how I envision it, I may want another one. So
do you think about like franchising?
Not right now. I'm taking it day by day, because maybe eventually one day, but I want to get this up to a point and running, and then I can see what I want to do from there. But right now, I'm just one goal at a time. Certain little goals I got right now here.
You write your goals down?
I do, but not as much as I should. So it's something I got to get into more.
Yeah.
Get into more, because that definitely helps.
Is there a pressure naming it your name, McDaniel Fitness? Is there a pressure that comes with that?
See, what happened with that, I really couldn't think of a name. It just always been McDaniel Fitness, McDaniel Fitness. Then started catching. People just started saying, "You going to McDaniel Fitness?" So I just ran with it, because by the time I really got going, it was like people remembered it by McDaniel Fitness. So
it branded itself.
It branded itself. That's what happened. It branded itself. So it was like, I'm just gonna run with it.
Is that scary though when you think about it?
It is, man, because like I said, when something bad gonna happen, your name
that's
right
your namesake.
Your name right there. So it's like, I feel it, but it happened. You gotta. Yeah. That's when you get tough. When you in business, man, over time, you build up this tough skin. And like you'll be like, people that build in business like 10, 15 years, them probably one of the toughest people around, man, because they done had to deal with so much that so many people never saw. Mm-hmm. So it's like crazy. But now when it's McDaniel Fitness, you taking a hit, you taking all the good, but you taking all the, nobody see the hits. Mm-hmm. They see all the good stuff, but it hits, you take it too. You just gotta kind of, okay. But I use it to get better. So it's okay, I get the hit, but if I'm using it to get better, it ain't really a hit. But now I'm better now, because it happened.
What's one of the biggest learning lessons that you learned at being an entrepreneur?
Really, it further helped me understand the importance. Like I keep saying the same thing, but understand the importance of the inner work that has to be done. Because if that ain't done, you'll be an unhappy entrepreneur. Because stuff ain't gonna happen fast. You gotta have patience. But I always had patience, I felt like. But you gotta have a lot of.
I feel like you gotta have patience to be a trainer.
You got to, dealing with all the personalities and stuff. Yeah, that's one thing I was gifted with, patience. So I have that. So I lean into that with a lot of different things. But it was the inner work that has to happen, because if it don't, you can still get the work done, but you can get the work done unhappy. So being happy is just vital. It's vital.
Right. With that though, where did that come from? You had to learn that patience? Like, where did that come from?
Letting stuff hit me and going into a dark place. And when you go into that dark place, I love my son to death. But when you're in that dark place, you can't even engage or listen to your son. You'll be hearing him, but you don't be hearing him. Like, that stuff important. Like, you gotta hear your son. You gotta understand you gotta give your son attention, like stuff like that. And I was like, no, I can't have that. Because part of what I do is for him. I eventually want things to be living a life for him, eventually be married one day for him. So I got to be in a happy state. You're not finna get married and not being happy. You got to attract what you want. I need to be happy. Like, so in knowing that I needed to be happy for the life that I want for myself and for my son, help me know I need to do the inner work so I can be doing what I'm doing and working in my purpose, but being happy about it too.
Right.
So,
one thing that I've noticed as far as like McDaniel's Fitness is the culture, you know, and the community that you've built. Mm-hmm. Was that always something that you always seen within your gym and something that you always seen training people is building a community?
Oh, for sure. Like, and it helps because even when I was in the workforce, like all my managers, I used to always speak like about how I'm always if when regardless of what's going on around me, it was always calm where I'm at and stuff like that. So I took the person that I am or my better parts of me. Everybody got two sides, but the better parts of me, and I made sure I put all that into this right here. So it's what I wanted for sure. It's and it's happening. It's crazy. Like it's really happening, and that makes me happy. Like it don't. Every now and then, like you won't reach everybody. Everybody won't kind of lean into your thought processes. But for the people it does, it's beautiful, and hopefully, I attract more of that. So that way, McDaniel Fitness comes a place where people can come in and they feel healed, they feel loved, they feel all that, and they change their life for the better. Because I personally believe you get to heaven by how you treat people, how you do for people, and stuff like that. So, me believing in that helps me do for people even when it seems like why in the world, because what people got going on, how they feel about me kind of ain't got nothing to do with me. They dealing with stuff internally. Maybe I did do something that make them mad. I'll ask for forgiveness and stuff. Sometimes they don't, but it is what it is. Like I just keep it moving and stay happy and wish them best and leave it at that.
Go ahead.
You touched on everybody have two sides. I want you to kind of elaborate on that.
I mean, everybody got their old self. It don't necessarily go away, but you can try to kill it, starve it. Like everybody got like the old anger me. It's there. I can let somebody bring it out, but I refuse to. It ain't even nothing. You know how a lot of people like to talk about how they used to be. I used to do this, like almost bragging on it. Mm-hmm. Why would you even want to brag on that part of you? That part of me, it ain't even nothing to brag about. I don't even talk about it for real. It was there. But it ain't nothing that I want to be or even talk about. Like that anger stuff, being mad, or a person did this something to you. I ain't nothing to play with. I gotta do this back. That ain't nothing, no way you want to be. You think that tough stuff? I know y'all know Terrell Russ. He put a poster up today. He talking about the tough one in your group is
shout out to Red.
Yeah, Big Red.
It's a liability.
Big Red is a liability or something like that. That's a jump because like why you feel like you gonna risk it all? You got to do this. Somebody did this. You got to do. Like, I used to be that person, but that ain't nothing to brag about. Like, nothing at all. Like,
you a crash out dummy.
Yeah, for real. Like, so.
How do you feel about the phrase or the saying that people don't change, we just get a new mask to cover it up?
That's a good ass question.
Does that mean something to you? Like, how does that make you feel?
Personally, that statement is completely false. Like, because we do change. We grow. You got to change. Some people don't welcome it or don't want to, don't do the work to, but I want a person to change. Because I'm going to change. I'm going to grow. So I'm going to need you to grow too. Otherwise, like, we're going to kind of go separate ways. I'm still rooting for you, hoping that you come up with me, but some people don't want to change, and that's okay. You got to be okay with it. You can't judge them. You can't really judge you, but I ain't finna just be around someone that's not looking to grow, though. I'm not judging you, but I'm trying to just evolve. I always want to evolve. I hope I evolve to the day I die.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, they say if a shark starts swimming, it'll kill itself. It'll drown. So I got that mentality. I got to keep on wanting to grow or I'll drown.
What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? Probably a dog.
Wow.
Oh, no.
I just knew you was going to lean into the shark.
I thought you was going to go in the sharks too.
No, I just like dogs. I ain't really get thought about it much. I used to have a dog, but would I own a dog? Nah, I ain't finna take care of it. I'm not finna take care of it.
Look, you said shark.
There goes the PETA representation.
I ain't really got no favorite animal, really.
Damn, I done lost my train of thought. It's all good, though. So, is there anything that you would like to ask us?
Well, But not really. I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I know you've been trying to get with me a while now. And then you got made some time. Before I made some time, we got up, and I really like the experience. And I pray whatever you guys do, this just blows up to this big thing. I don't know what your end goal is, but
What's your end goal?
my end goal is just keep doing what I'm doing, making sure everybody evolving. Because as long as people evolve me, I'm gonna keep growing. My end goal is eventually, be able to be in a successful marriage while I'm doing this. Because this is hard for any female, really, to try to take on. They're trying to, because of all this stuff. I'm around females a lot, and it's not easy, and I know that.
I want to know, was that like purpose?
Was what?
Like you having a majority female base?
Nah, it just happened, man. I want the males, but it's just hard to really get a lot of males into stuff like this for whatever reason. But
do you think it's pride?
It could be. It could be. Like I noticed, like even when people are lifting and stuff, a lot of people can't get the results they want because they pride lift and stuff like that. So it could be. I don't know. I don't really know.
People be in the gym lifting 3 plates.
It be too heavy. They can't even get a good
workout
pump and stuff like that. Just trying to do too much. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
What's a misconception of fitness that you've experienced?
That it happens overnight. Like they'll see it before and after. They'll sign up 3 weeks. It ain't happening as fast as they want it. But before and after, there was like 6 months of consistent work. And then a lot of people don't understand the consistency that has to be behind it. You can go to the gym for 2 months, take a month break, and go right back to square one.
Right.
Like you can't do, especially in the beginning stage. You can't be breaking like that. You got to stick to it, keep going, and over time, it's called compound interest. It'll all add up faster and faster and faster the more you just keep being consistent. But yeah,
you said compound interest. Were you like big enough like stocks and stuff?
yeah, I was, but lately I ain't even putting much into none of that for real.
What got you into that?
I think what got me into that, just when I was working and stuff, I started playing around with 401k and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that, looking into it. But nah, I ain't no expert in that like that, so I leave that way. I ain't no expert in that like that.
What's something that stepping into year 2, what's something that you need personally, one thing you need personally, and one thing that you need for the business? Or something that you think could elevate you personally, or something that you think could elevate your business?
A good manager. A manager. I've been handling all the back end stuff on my own, but a good manager where I can get more so on just the coaching aspect instead of having to share my energy with so much stuff on the back end. Like I would love just to get back to majority coaching, man. Like that would be so good. But it's so much stuff on the back end that my head got to be at. I can't put all my head into the coaching.
Yeah.
So if I can find me a good manager to handle all this stuff on the back end, it would go crazy. It would really go crazy.
So that's the business. What about personally?
Personal? Really personal, I want to settle down, man. I'm 32 for real. Like, I want to settle down.
Hey, man, you
I done had my
hear
fun.
that, man. You hear that, man. Look, he's looking for a lifelong partner.
Nah, it would be cool to settle down for real. I done been out there and I had my fun, but I'm getting old and I ain't want my son to kind of grow up. The biggest reason for that, I ain't want my son to grow up just how, without seeing structure.
That unit?
Yeah, a union structure and stuff like that. That kind of plays with my energy a lot. So seeing that's my biggest push for it for real. And yeah. So personally it'd be something like that for real.
Off the top of your head, I know you said the back end stuff, but off the top of your head, what makes a good manager for Steven? Not out there, but for you.
For me, probably someone that can be on me with the little bit. There's some stuff that I need to be taken care of, but you need, like, as an entrepreneur, entrepreneurs really need a boss. Like a full-time CEO, I need a boss. I know I still need a boss. So I need somebody who can manage and even manage me. Like, you need to be here this time, this the time you need to be. Somebody to manage me, because if
like
you
scheduling
and stuff like that.
You need to get that done, because this is supposed to be done.
Something to really be on my case. Of course, they still handling a lot of the little day-to-day stuff, but to be on me, because it's easy not to do, man. It's just so easy. When you ain't got a boss, it's easy for a lot of stuff to slide through the cracks. And it may seem like it isn't, but man, it's so much stuff I be missing that need to be caught. But that's why I say if I had a manager to handle catching all that little day-to-day stuff, and I can get
the
back
details,
the detailed stuff, when I can get back to coaching, it's over with. It's over with. But that's the one thing I'm gonna be looking for this year. Someone to manage.
So that for that listener they out there listening right now, and they like, well, I can do that. How can they get in contact with you to do that?
They could really just reach out on Facebook, Instagrams, anything like that, and we'll probably have to talk and see.
Have an interview.
See if we're a good fit for each other, and go from there.
Is it a screen? Is it some hard no's? Look, I can't do this. Whether it's religion purpose, like, is there anything that's a hard no for you?
It can't be fat, brother.
Nah. A hard no.
Brother, she good at everything else.
I mean,
She just like a chicken wing the time too.
I guess I just want somebody with this a little bit of experience of managing different things and seeing if they can do what I need them to do and handle. Because, like, just simple stuff. Like, as far as a new potential member coming in, talking to them, letting them know the ins and outs of how the payments and stuff work, stuff like that. Yeah, I can do it, but that's not my calling. Like, doing stuff like that, it's something that I would never, like...
You a coach first. Well, you're a CEO, obviously, but you're a coach first.
I'm a coach first. Like, it's stuff, like, even if I was going on, like, a job, getting a regular job, that's not nothing I ever want to do at a regular job. I don't care what they pay me. Like,
you ain't never, like, growing up, you didn't grow up to sit back and be like, I want to be a CEO one day.
Yeah, but it's just little stuff like that. Like, I just wish I can just coach.
Right.
And still, like, run McDaniel Fitness, but someone manage it. Wow.
Yeah.
I can just...
The day-to-day.
Yeah, the day-to-day stuff, man. But it's cool.
It's going to happen, man.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You
It's gonna happen.
Are you big into manifestation?
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, it's
For sure.
Yeah.
somebody gonna hear this and be like, "Oh, I can do it."
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I challenge you to write that goal down, though.
For sure. If that's like a big thing for you, like, I feel like you should definitely write that down, bro.
I will.
And put it somewhere where you're gonna see it every day, the fridge, wherever.
Because you know what I'm saying? Once it's almost like, I feel like life is like a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? That everybody and everything is a key piece.
For
you know what I'm saying? So, like, once at this stage at 32, whenever you, oh snap, at 32,
gotta take those prenatals, brother.
Your puzzle piece, your missing puzzle piece is that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And once that, it's almost like freeing up time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to do what you really, really want to do. And that's coach.
Yeah. That's what it is. So I just gotta find me a manager that can handle the day-to-day stuff. But it takes time, because at the end of the day, it's my first year of business. I'm still growing. So a good manager, it may cost a good manager cost, but so that's gonna take time. So it just little things like that, but it just like, it be the little bitty stuff. I can see it's the little bitty stuff that kind of stop people from going to that very, very next level. Mm-hmm. For me, it's probably the manager, honestly. It ain't got nothing to do with the coaching, because you get me in the room, I can fire that thing go. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, but
you and your coaches, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like,
they're great.
Ariel out there, she gets two.
They are great. They are great. Love them.
Okay, you train, you have classes. What's everything that McDaniel Fitness offers?
Well, it's just the training. We got the Herbalife, we got the coaching, and this the camaraderie. Like, everybody, like, that experience you get when everybody's literally lifting everybody up. I try to, if it's some cliques trying to form whatever, I don't like the clique thing. That's something I push to. I don't really like the cliques. I like everybody speaking to each other. I like everybody calling everybody's name out if they need help, encouraging one another. Like, I'm real big. That's what I push. Of course, naturally, every now and then, things are formed, little clips every now and then, but I try to, at the end of the day, build a family. No one gets left out. So that's what I'm big. Community. If I had to say anything, I love the fact that we are a real community. Everybody's important. Yeah. Everybody. So that's one thing I push right there. I've had moments where it seems like people say I show favoritism over time, and if I hear it make me cringe, because I really hate that, because I want everybody should feel important and valued. Yeah. But I understand humans be human. They'll see what they want to see sometimes, and it's okay. But at the end of the day, I try not to show anyone favoritism. Mm-hmm. Still, I get called favoritism sometimes, but it happens. But I'm real big on that community thing, man.
Do y'all like conduct? Do y'all make meal plans?
Yeah, we do meal plans and stuff like that.
What's some good things that people should eat?
One thing that'll help anyone out is high protein. Whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, making sure you have a high protein diet will prevent you from snacking. If you got issues with snacking, if you're monitor it, it's usually around the times when you haven't got your protein in. That's usually the times you're gonna want to snack. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. I don't care who you are. If you're going to the grocery store hungry, you're gonna want to pick up the fastest junk mess that you can get. You're gonna pick it up. You are. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. Make sure you don't ate. I know it sounds crazy, but make sure you're not hungry when you're doing your shopping for your groceries.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna just put a whole lot of stuff that don't need to be in your house. And if it's in your house, you're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat it. So, like if you're trying to do right and get on the right track, don't put it in your house. Get rid of it, because if it's in your house, you're gonna go there.
What's that high protein meal look like though? Like, tell me what's on that plate.
First thing in the morning.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like where you went, brother. Go ahead and give me the breakdown. What should we be eating for breakfast? This is your client. You breaking down
first thing in the morning, you need in between 30 to 50 grams of protein, depending on your weight.
And what that looks like.
3 boiled eggs is 6 grams of protein per egg. That's about 18 grams right there.
Okay.
If you're coming from a workout, if you're doing a protein shake, that's 24 grams right there. So you do a protein shake, 3 boiled eggs, they'll put you right there in between 30 to 50. But say you're not working out in the morning, you need 3 boiled eggs, probably any kind of turkey bacon, turkey sausage, chicken sausage, anything like that. And they got stuff that actually tastes really good if you play around and do the shopping. Find out, you're not gonna find out what works for you right off the bat, but that's why you gotta make it a journey. Trying to do it too quick, you're gonna get frustrated. But find out what you like in the morning, make it quick. They got protein oatmeal out there, Greek yogurt. You can put in the protein oatmeal to help you reach that 30 to 50 grams of protein. Like 30 to 50 grams of protein in the morning is gonna be a game changer for anybody. But a lot of people can't do it consistently. They can do it for 1 or 2 days. They can't do it for a month.
Regular oatmeal ain't good for you, brother?
You can do regular oatmeal.
Okay.
Yeah, oatmeal. But my thing is,
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, you can do that. But I like to try to get the protein oatmeal just to help me get to my protein goal easier.
Got it.
That's
okay.
why I do that.
What about lunch?
Lunch, any kind of salmon and any kind of meat. Some people are against meat, but like a salmon, a chicken, doggone
Chicken breast, chicken thigh.
I go with chicken breast most of the time, but you go with a chicken thigh. It's with how you cook it, how you season it, stuff like that. But you don't gotta go. If you cooking your food, you winning half the battle. Because a lot of people that eating that stuff. But cooking your food is gonna help you out. Any kind of green vegetable, a carb. My thing, I usually get my vegetables in at night. Don't do a carb at night. So sometimes my lunch don't even have a vegetable. It might just be any kind of rice, any kind of rice in moderation, depending on if you're trying to lose or gain.
White rice, brown rice.
It's a theory on both sides. They say brown rice don't process completely for you, and so I say any kind of rice you find, as long as you ain't going crazy with it. Making sure you get your fruits in. I know it's carbs, but them the right kind of carbs your body need for energy purposes. You need your carbs, but you need your good carbs. A lot of people, they fall when they eating their bad carbs, they fries, stuff like that.
The fire joints.
But you need your carbs. You need your carbs, especially if you're working out. If you're working out, you need your carbs. So
like sweet potatoes and stuff like that.
Love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes is one of the best carbs on the planet.
And it's fire. Man, it's fire.
I eat sweet potato every day.
Yeah.
Every day, sometimes twice a day.
How do you cook yours?
I just throw it in the oven. Or sometimes if I go to Longhorn, I just have them make it. I stay in Longhorn because I'm not
Longhorn's making it's gonna be extra fire.
Nah, I'm not. But if you're trying to do right, you just won't put this other stuff on it, like cinnamon and stuff on it. You just eat it plain, but it's good.
The fire stuff.
Right.
Nah. Regular sweet potato fire.
It's good. You can get into it. It ain't terrible.
Yeah.
But
what about dinner?
Dinner, that's me. I don't do carbs at night. I just do a chicken and a vegetable. And
should that be your smallest meal?
For me, actually, no, because I'm bulking in a bulk state. So
okay.
No, really, I can do carbs at night. I just don't. I just keep it veggie and because I know I probably miss most of my veggies in the daytime. I know I need my vegetables, so I just do it at night. A lot of veggies.
Do you forget to eat sometimes?
Yeah, you do. I do. One thing that help people too, eating at the same times every day. They'll speed up your metabolism. Speeding up your metabolism is just another way you can lose body fat. Okay. A lot of people don't know that eating sporadically, it does more harm than good. Your body don't know when it's gonna get food because you eat so sporadic. So it want to hold on to everything. But eating at the same time, your body knows it's getting foods at the same time. Your metabolism will shoot through the roof. So that's another thing that can help people out tremendously.
Yeah. How often should somebody work out?
It depends. It depends what you're trying to do. You can get in shape working out 4 times a week. Leaving it at that. It just depends on what you're trying to do. Some people that you trying to sculpt your body like bodybuild type, you gotta work out 5-6 times a week. You just trying to just be in shape, be healthy. You can get away with 4 times a week and be all right, be good. 30-45 minutes. That's it.
You ever thought about, or have you ever competed?
I was finna get into one in April actually, but I backed out of it. I just wanted to put my energy into a lot of different other places. Coach Robert, he's actually finna compete in April, his first competition. Okay. So we got a coach that's finna get into it.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Coach
Robert.
Would you ever do it?
I'm gonna do it. It won't be in April. I'm gonna prepare for the next one, whenever the next one is after April.
And you doing what, classic? Well, physique, I mean.
Physique. Yeah, I think Rob's doing physique too. But being that this is his first one, I think it's called something else. But it's definitely gonna be a physique category though.
Do you have any bodybuilders that you look to?
That I just like. Not really. I'm not really into it. You ask Coach Robert, he know all of them.
Yeah,
he know all of them. But not really. I ain't never really. I'm gonna get into it, but I ain't never put that much energy into it really. So.
How did you? I mean, where did that come from? Is that something that you always envision yourself doing?
I always wanted to do it once, just one time. But Coach Robert, he wanted to get in full throttle, so we all got his support and helping him out with their needs and stuff like that.
How was it when you got like for him, for example, Coach Robert, and he's in there, he's getting to it because he know this is what he want to do. You know, he really want to get into it. Do you step into those training sessions with him?
Sometimes we'll work out together because at the end of the day, what it boils down to when you about to get in competition is the diet. You gotta eat your meals. If you miss your meals, your body not gonna react. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the workout gotta be there, but the food is the most important part. You trying to bulk, you mess around to eat 3 meals a day. It don't matter what you do to work out. That ain't enough. You got to eat about five meals a day, really, 4 or 5 meals a day. If you're eating 4 meals, you got to make sure you're getting your snacks. Like, that's when the magic comes in, when bodybuilders look the way bodybuilders look. It's not necessary. It's the workout, because there's certain things you got to do to sculpt your body, making it look a certain kind of way. But the biggest factor for bodybuilders is their discipline and their eating. That's how their bodies look like that. It's their eating. They're not going to miss meals. If they're really up there, they're not going to miss no meals. So the magic is in your eating when you're in the bodybuilding stuff, not necessarily the workout. But you got to work out though.
How do you feel about when there's some people that are really big into fitness, and you hear them talk about, or you hear athletes talk about. I hear athletes talk about it more so. They be like, "Oh, I eat McDonald's, I eat all of this," but they're in this peak shape. Like, why do you think that is with some people?
I don't think they're doing that all the time, but once you get your muscle mass up a certain percentage, your body turns into a fat burning machine. When you got all that muscle on your body burn calories just sitting there. Yeah. So that could be a factor right there.
Cheat code.
Yeah. I doubt they're doing that all the time. Like, they really want to try to, maybe if they're a bodybuilder, they're probably just doing that. They're in the off season.
Who was that say? Chad Johnson. Yeah, Chad Johnson. He said he was like, "Well, I eat McDonald's every day." Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like you going out there and you scoring these touchdowns.
He's also a pro football player.
Yeah, he burning calories all the time, and he's running all the time, burning calories, and he's lifting all the time. He's doing it all the time. You can kind of get away with it a little bit. Now, your heart health and stuff, that's a different story. Right. But, if you're a pro football player, you're running like crazy all the time. Genetics play a big factor, too. Everyone not getting away with that. Yeah. Right. Genetics play a big role, too. I can get away with eating something. I might not gain nothing. Somebody else could eat this and might gain 5 pounds.
Facts.
Like, genetics play a factor, too. So some people really blessed genetically.
So, do you have a cheat meal?
Yeah,
or a cheat day.
Cheat meals.
What's your go-to cheat meal?
And is it really a cheat meal?
What do you mean?
Some folks cheat meal be like, man, I ate 2 bowls of oatmeal and some.
No, my cheat meal probably that thing at Longhorn, that molten lava cake.
That molten lava cake?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
So you like chocolate?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't,
probably my
I don't
cheat
eat the
meal.
chocolate, my boy.
But I ain't
What you missing?
I'm not competing though. So like usually people who compete and that's when they have their cheat meals. Like I'm not eating perfect. Like Rob, he's not gonna miss his 5 meals. I may be eating 3 meals right now or something like that. But when you get on that scale, you might literally only have a cheat meal. Like I might have 2 cheat meals out of the week, 3 cheat meals out of the week. Cause I ain't.
But
I
that's
ain't
not
on
your.
that.
Yeah.
Because I ain't on that right now. But Rob, he not finna play like that. It's with the meat, the eating when it comes down to the bodybuilding.
How old were you when you took fitness serious?
I always worked out though. I did a lot of running. I love to run. I just don't do it.
I'm talking about like you took it serious. Like you said, okay, I'm gonna start training people. Yeah. How old were you?
How old was I? About 25.
So 25 was when you that's when you kicked off your journey, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you tell 25-year-old Steven about life, about, entrepreneurship? Like, what's that one gem that you would tell your 25-year-old self?
That 25-year-old self, I would tell him, I wish I would have started really, really doing the work internally, then like on a deeper level, because that's the only thing that really matters. Like doing your inner work for yourself to be a better person for you makes you so much better for everyone around you. And if I understand the importance of that like I do right now, I definitely would have told him that.
What does that look like? Like, what do you do to
As far as the inner work, actually breaking down situations, finding out where you could have did better at that, taking ownership of stuff, stop blaming it on everyone else, stop acting like the world out to get you when really you looking at the world like that. It's your fault. You're looking at the world like they out to get you.
Would you say that 25-year-old Steven did that?
Yeah, I would. It was a situation I handled poorly.
Yeah.
Poorly. So as far as doing what the inner work actually looks like, it's just that. Like I listen to motivational messages just to actually get the message, learn something from them guys. A lot of people don't think you can get nothing from that, but it's because you don't want to. Like if you really listen to it and see learn from their experiences and stuff, like you can get a lot from that.
Sounds like identifying trauma, honestly.
A lot of you gotta unlearn a lot of stuff when you grow up too. Because my mom raised us majority by herself, so she was kind of in survival mode raising us. So certain stuff she just had to do. Certain stuff she just had to do or handle us a certain kind of way because she was in survival mode. That don't mean it's right. It's a lot of stuff like a lot of us had to unlearn because they was in a bad man. My parents ain't have it like that. My mom ain't have it like that, so she was in survival mode. So you got to get out of that. Stop living like you in survival mode all the time. And so, yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Inner working.
Yeah. You got to do that inner work.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. And take it serious. It ain't like just no thing you say. Like, take it serious, man. Like,
do
I'm telling
it
you.
every day.
Yeah, try to. Sometimes it'll slip your mind, but get back to it. You got to try to get on it every day. And it's worth it. It's worth it. To be that happy, man, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I know it's sometimes like you probably look at stuff and be like, man, if this was 20 whatever, I would have flipped you.
Yeah.
Like situations like that? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And probably not so much recently because I just done got on another level. Maybe 2.5 years, 3 years ago, though. Yeah. It was a situation where I let myself, if this was me, because I try to get out of that because the reason I try to get out of that because there's too many people that brag on their old self.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need no energy.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah.
Like, don't even entertain
Don't even entertain it.
Because you not that no more. You ain't even there anymore.
Yeah, don't even entertain it because you keep entertaining too much. It sure enough gonna come right back out.
Yeah.
And it ain't worth it.
Are you familiar with the phrase or the term shadow work?
I think I heard that before.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna go into it then because I was wondering was there any correlation or is it the same thing when you say inner work? Is that what you're referencing? If you're not familiar with it, then we not.
But I feel like shadow work is just like inner work because explain your definition of shadow work.
from my understanding, because I see it used a lot, like on social media, especially TikTok. See, you got me on TikTok. I should have never got on TikTok. But I see it a lot of times when I see people talk about it. What they're doing is they are identifying, and see, when you mention everybody has two sides, I thought that's what you were referring to. Because what they refer to is the person who you used to be, and they're going back and doing some unlearning and identifying where the trauma stems from. And, you know, whether that's forgiving yourself, whether that's forgiving whoever your oppressor was or abuser was, and going back and unlearning and undoing some of those things. And that's what I thought you were referring to.
I would say that's part of the same, but it's crazy that you said forgiveness. That's something that a lot of people don't do. They should. Like, that forgiveness word, like, a lot of people should be leaning into forgiveness, because everybody can rub you the wrong way on accident. Like, it could be a complete accident, but some people get rubbed the wrong way, and it's the end of that person. It's the end of them. They ready to go. But that forgiveness stuff would change, like, so much of so many people's lives.
Bro, a simple I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Goes so long.
Oh, but what if you don't get that I'm sorry? You're not gonna forgive that person. You gotta get to a point where you get that I'm sorry and I forgive them, so you can move on, like, so you can sleep at night. But a lot of people, they don't understand. That was Jesus' biggest thing. He could forgive somebody. Like, that's how I feel. Like, it don't matter what nobody did, he forgave them. And like, ain't nobody Jesus, but we try to mimic him as best as we can, if you believe in him. That's what you want to do anyway.
The acceptance of forgiveness.
Yeah. Like, forgive, like that right there. A reason I'm holding it, cause like, that's big for me.
Yeah.
That's something so big for me, forgiving folks. Like, just forgive them and move on, because at the end of the day, what they got going on ain't got nothing to do with you for real. They dealing with traumas too. They maybe ain't did the work. And if your goal to get to heaven one day, I believe you get to heaven through people, how you treat them, how you love on them. Yeah. You got to be able to forgive people to love on them. Because you got that hate in your heart on somebody because they did such and such to you. You can't help that person out. It got to be about helping people.
When did you tap into your faith?
Probably just here recently, man. Probably last 2 years or so, because that I really just started leaning into. And entrepreneurship, you really can't think you're gonna do this by yourself. You can't, because it's certain stuff that's gonna happen. You gotta ask God for the strength for, and he gonna give it to you. You gotta if you willing to learn the situation that you're in, because sometimes he let you be in that situation to get the strength, because you gotta learn what you gotta learn and grow from it. So,
and learning or leaning into your faith the last few years, what did forgiving yourself look like, right? Because, in a way, I would think that your old self, you kind of have to leave that in the past, right? You have to forgive that. You have to move on from that in order to step into your new purpose, your new life. So what did that look like for you? I
feel in forgiving myself, it was in, you know better, you do better. There's just some stuff you just didn't know. You living in a cloud. When you in that place like that, just living just wherever the wind take you, whatever, you in like a little cloud over you. You don't know nothing. So the more I knew, I did better. And I said, I chopped love to I didn't know then. Now I know, so I can forgive that person because he didn't know. Yeah. That's how it's easy for me to forgive the next person that do something, because, hey, they don't know. Maybe they don't know. Yeah. So
you knew better, you do better.
Yeah, maybe they don't know, or maybe they do know. They just don't know how to navigate and do better. They don't have the steps to do better. Forgive them. Yeah. Forgive them. Like, that's how I move now.
Yeah, because even if they knew that whatever they did could affect you, maybe they didn't know the repercussions behind it, the long-lasting effects behind it. Like, it's something that they didn't know. There was a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah. Chop it up. And now, 10 times out of 10, that's what it is. Yeah. Maybe you got some evil people that knew and they wanted to do that. Cool. What you going to do about it? Forgive them and move on. Maybe you got to go separate ways with them. Whatever. You got to, for your peace. Because your peace messed up, man, you ain't finna get nothing done. Mm-hmm. Not productive anyway. Because you might go do something that's going to come back on you, because now you acting out of that emotion or whatever. So forgive them, process them emotions, because yes, you're going to feel. We human. We're going to feel that bull crap sometimes. Feel it, process it, have your systems in play to process it quickly so you don't do nothing crazy. So
what was the moment you realized you needed to let go? And did you deal with the holding grudges and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like I dealt with that. But like I said, the moment I felt like everything really changed for me when my son was born. I wanted to just be a better person for him. So I'll tell anybody. I feel like my son really saved my life, changed my life, all that, because he made me want to be a better person. Mm-hmm. So people with no kids, they brag on it a lot, but I get it. But having a kid, like, it make you, I don't know, if some people do. Not everybody step up like that, but it
when you active.
Yeah. It make you grow, man. It make you want better out of life. It make you do better, make better choices, all that. Because when I ain't have him, it's like I ain't care for my life. Not that much. Not how I was moving, I couldn't have. So, yeah.
Man, this was great, bro.
Yeah, man.
I really appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate y'all.
Again, this was a long time in the making. Yeah. But we made it happen. And we pray that everything that your goals are accomplished. Yeah. That everything that you write down, we pray that your manager enters your life and everything elevates for you, bro. Yeah. Because you deserve it. You work hard, dog.
Thank you.
And not only that, just a special covering over you, man, because being the type of person that you are and the energy that's exuding off of you, right? You have taken on this role of a sounding board, like we mentioned earlier, and because of that, I just pray and continue to pray for your mental strength, right? Your mental fortitude, that you don't take those things into your personal life. You know what I mean? So that way you're able to continue to elevate the way that you aspire to. So yeah,
appreciate that for real.
Yeah, man. If you don't got nothing,
Nah, that's I thank y'all doing it. Like I said, I pray y'all get y'all goals accomplished too, and praying over y'all mental health as well, man.
Is there anything that you might want or need or just whatever that we can help you with?
Not top of my head, I can't think of that right now, but maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this was dope. I appreciate this. It was really dope. Yeah, because I really don't talk to a lot of people today. Outside of my coaching, it's just, so this was dope. Talk to some men about different things and stuff. I really like
this. Your show, man. Your story.
I really like this, for real.
And I feel like we didn't, tapped into a lot, man. Because I'm sure a lot of people don't know this side of you.
Yeah.
You gave us the opportunity to showcase that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we can't do nothing but appreciate that, bro. Because our whole thing is we want to shine the spotlight on people who deserve. We want to shine the spotlight on different entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. Because like you said earlier, you can't do it by yourself, and we can't do it by ours. So us being that media outlet, and showing like, yo, there's gyms out here for you, and people training for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this could be somebody's new home.
Yeah.
So.
Sure, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all gonna blow up.
Thank you, bro.
We gotta do this again.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
We gotta do this again.
For the people listening, man, where can they find you, and where can they sign up to become a member of McDaniel Fitness?
They can either go to McDanielFitness.com, look at the site. I like to have people come in though, like to a free training session, so they get the feel, because it's hard to explain what we do. It's really hard to explain what we do in one session, really. But I just want to come get a feel because.
What's your address?
8174 Fortson Business Park Boulevard, Columbus, Georgia 31909. But yeah, I like them to come in and get a good feel, because I can better do what and be how it feels when I'm coaching versus trying to tell it. So,
what about social media? Where can they find you?
Facebook, Stephen McDaniel. Instagram, I got McDaniel Fitness Official. You'll find my Instagram stuff right there.
Okay. How we like to end off the show is top 5. And being that you're a trainer, what's been gym owner, what's your top 5 compound exercises that'll get somebody there?
Squats.
With or without weights?
Weighted squats. You need some form of resistance, but you need a weight that's gonna. I feel like it's so many different methods, but you need a weight where you feel a little fatigue between 12 to 15 reps. Nothing too crazy. Bench press, Again, resistance, same rep range, 12 to 15 reps. I like deadlifts. Deadlifts work a lot of different muscle groups. Probably dumbbell presses. Good shoulders make everything look good, in my opinion. So shoulder presses or military press, pull-ups for your back. Pull-ups are awesome. I love pull-ups.
Yeah.
If you get on my social media, you'll see me always doing some pull-ups.
The military dumbbell press, weighted squats, deadlift,
And bench press.
and bench press. Got it.
That sound good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Thank you again. And this concludes another great episode of Free Gyms Network.
Free Gyms Network. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.